sorry, I'm being interrupted. Shopping session for my wife, and guess what I got? We got the new one. So from the last review, this is going to be the new review. All right. I see these things are causing a bit of a halo. All right. I'm gonna take this off. Take this. It's a little hot. Just got in here. Literally just got home, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a fair review now. So this one looks like it's actually got the attachment, unlike the last one that we got. So I might be able to give it a fair review this time. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, it's taped down really good compared to the last one. Hold on. Another flag right there, using my Damascus steak knife. This time instead of my folding knife. Little details, they matter, right? Let's see what we got. Okay. Whew, it looks just about as as the last one, where this is just like a roll-up. But I mean, if the tool works, then it works, right? All right, let's give this thing a fair review here. Ooh, okay. It's not just flopping and falling apart like the last one. This has got a little bit of presentation to it, just a little bit, because it's opening like this. Just a hair of presentation. It's the little details with like this tape, for example. All right, so let's go ahead and test the thing that we kind of got a fail on the last time, guys. And that was the plug going into the drill. So let's see what we got. Oh, is it gonna actually hold up unlike the last one? Oh, okay. That is actually very stiff compared to the last one where we put it in and it was super wobbly. This one here, that's pretty darn stiff. Look at that. It's not budging. I might have to make like a little thing for it though if I end up keeping it like a holster, you know, so I can let it charge, but then this plugs in, just kind of a holster for it. I might do that, or I might upgrade it. Who knows, I might upgrade the batteries. All right, let's go ahead and try this. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's see how the, okay. So right now we got a Phillips head. Hold on, let me take this off. Okay, because I'm already liking it so far, way better. See, it even had a protector like that. Last one didn't have all this fun stuff. So let's try flathead. Okay. I'm a little impressed. Yeah, left and right. This one's working. And now we've got some screws here, guys. I got some screws so we can test it out. So we can really see, is it gonna hold it up? So here's the screws. We got long screws. So this is your classic 3-inch. And we've got the cheap ones that they give you whenever they give you random things to hang up, like blinds or whatever. They're like, oh, here you go. You're gonna hang up these blinds with just this crap. Hey guys, but yeah, and then we got another one. We got the little ones, the teeny tiny screws. Now I highly doubt I'll ever be using these guys. I mean, how often do you use a tiny screw? Just think about it. Maybe for a toy, if you're like fixing a toy or something. And we got, you know, your classic Chinese ones for all the stuff that you're gonna probably put up. And then we've got, you know, commercial grade. This is commercial grade, like this is the stuff you know, use to build your frames in your house. So the odds of you needing this specifically are gonna be more construction related. This is like everyday use. And then you have the once in a millionth time you're gonna ever need this tiny guy. But let's go ahead and test. I know Leo's over here in the background. Meow, meow. 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 He probably wants to go outside. Okay, let's see what we got here. But we're gonna go ahead and test this holster. So the difference between this holster, it's my understanding that it's supposed to be just like it grabs the screw versus the other ones that I use for commercial grade, which they have a magnet on them. Okay, so let's see. Let's test this out. We're gonna first have to switch to Phillips head because that's what I'm using. Probably go for more of a sharper Phillips head. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And look at that. So let me switch it to something else so you guys can see that was not, see, that was not me putting it down. That's literally me just turning it, selecting it. This is so freaking awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay. We'll go ahead and hold this and see if it actually holds the screw. I have no idea how this works, by the way, guys. I'm just figuring this out as I go. So let's see, does it have a tightener on it? How does it work? Does it push? Maybe you push on it and it adjusts. I'm about to have a fun time figuring this out, guys. Okay, I'm pushing on it and it's adjusting it slightly. And my cat's trying to get into my box. Yeah, you're trying to get in the box. You want some attention, buddy, huh? I'll show Leo here in a second. Actually, you know what? I'll show him while I'm trying to figure this out. You guys get a commercial break from me, and you get some Leo time. Right, buddy? They can all see you just tormenting me with the box while I'm figuring this thing out. Okay, I'm trying to push on it. That's not working, guys. It looks like it's got some kind of like little metal hand. I'm not sure how the heck it's gonna grab it. Maybe if I push it. Oh shoot, that worked. I pushed on it. Look at that, guys. Look at the hands. That is some great craftsmanship. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put the screw on it, and then I'm gonna let it go and oh shoot! Oh shoot! Check that out! Check that out! Okay. I'm loving this thing. This is awesome. Okay. I'm impressed. So that's Worx, guys. I know I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just pretty impressed by the functionality. Like, look at that. Look at that. I could reach up really high and just done. I love it. Okay, so let's try something else. So that's the most common one you're gonna get, guys, right there. Oh, I found it on Amazon. It was funny because I got an advertisement for, it looked like a 9mm, and I saw it and I was like, that's not a 9mm, that's a freaking drill. And it looked like the way they had the action for the bolt was similar to this, but it was coming from down here. And I saw that on what was it, Patreon or something? Not Patreon. What's the other one where you can go in and you can put a small amount of money towards a device that's kind of might get built, you might get ripped off. That website, I haven't been on there in years, but I saw it as one of those and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe there's something pre-existing that I can, I know, right? I've invested in those and wasted money, but thankfully I don't put more than like $100 towards a certain thing unless if they're gonna give out something really nice like, oh, we're coming up with a new video game, but you're gonna get a title. Or maybe you get access behind the scenes, or maybe you get to meet the creator. You know, really cool stuff. Okay, so I know most of the folks left after once I finally figured the thing out. Thanks, Stupid, though, I appreciate you. But let's try this. Let's try the commercial grade. I mean, I'm probably never gonna use this doing commercial work. Probably never, but let's just give it a test. Okay, even at the commercial level, I wonder how good the impact is, though. I'm really curious. I might have to get a piece of wood and just, I mean, I've got some spare wood. Maybe I should give it a quick test. But that is pretty impressive, though. And finally, the last one, the little guy. I'm wondering if it's going to struggle with the little guy because it has to take like a chunk of the screw. So I'm wondering if it's going to struggle with the little guy here. Let's try. Oh my lord, it can hold even the tiniest of screws. Look how small that thing is. Look how small that screw is. That's how small it is, and it can hold it. Okay. And no, I'm not sponsored by these guys. Again, not sponsored. I'm just impressed of how, I mean, I'm never gonna use this little guy, probably ever. But I mean, whatever I have to screw with this is gonna be like an ornament or something for the wall. I doubt it's gonna be anything real. But okay, so that's the little guy. For the folks just coming in, this is probably the most common. Sorry. That's why I didn't go to be a surgeon, because I have shaky hands, especially when I was in the military. I found the trick to a really good shot is you take your breath and then pull. It's that easy. Just take that breath and pull. But if you try to do simultaneously and just do it like that when you're in the military, you end up with a really bad grouping. So you got to really take your time, unfortunately. But sorry, I just went on a tangent about being in the military. But this thing, I mean, it really kind of got me in the mood for something like that when I was thinking, when I saw that original ad, and I was like, dang, that is just ingenuity at its finest. And I'm just impressed right there. Like, and they're not coming out unless if I come up here and I push this. Okay, I should have turned off the darn safety. Should have turned it on. Okay, safety's on. Okay. But it still came out even with the safety off, which is kind of a red flag. Also, that's fine. It's just one small engineering flaw, and I'm pretty impressed. And I could probably put my own little bits in there too. Probably no issue. And I've got some magnet tips, so I could like double up. But honestly, with this grip, me fully turning it around, like I don't need them. And the magnet tips break pretty quickly compared to like solid steel. Solid steel tips, which these are the Chinese tips, they're probably not gonna last long. But if I put my own DeWalt set or a Craftsman set in there, it'll probably last forever. So I'm fairly impressed with this little guy. I know, right? Everything's so tiny. And I do have an Allen wrench set, actually. I've got a couple of tool sets, but I just saw this little guy and I was like, you know what? For 50 bucks, it's not horrible, but I mean, if you're not doing any commercial work, I would recommend this. So far, so good. I'm liking it. I just don't know, test of time. So maybe in a couple of months, after using it a little bit, I'll give it a review. But I'm not going to take this thing commercially because I bet you the little engine in here will not take it. So I will keep my commercial set for big work, but for little work around the house, I mean, I'd say you can't beat it. You can't beat this little guy. Okay, but I am impressed with this little company. Definitely gonna give them a great review. I have one more item I want to review that just came in the mail, and I was waiting for this little bad boy. So it is a olive green harmonica made in Japan. So I'm gonna shut this live down and I'm gonna do a quick review for this one, guys. And no, I'm not sponsored by this either. It's just the brand. I wanted to test it out because I like to play music in my spare time. And I figured why not get something a little nicer looking, than the standard. And my cat is just pushing all my stuff out of the way. That's probably code for let's move on to the next video. So I'm gonna turn off this live and I'm gonna go live again. So if you guys aren't subscribed, you're gonna wanna subscribe so you can hop into the next one or just copy my name down if you like my content. All right, but I don't think, well, actually we might need to use the Damascus on that one. Another product I got on Amazon, and no, I'm not sponsored by anybody on Amazon. I'm just saying Damascus steel looks awesome. Okay, but yeah, let me go ahead and turn this off. Have a good one, guys. You'll be on, I appreciate you. Later, guys. I'll be right back on.